Hi, I'm Matt,
And I'm Melissa.
and we're here to introduce you to Chicken War. This game is designed by Greg and Heidi Preslicka, and it's published by Think Fun. This game plays 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, in about 30 to 45 minutes, and is available online and at most US game stores for $19.99.
This farm may seem sleepy and serene, but there's a secret revolution brewing amongst the least likely contingent of all, the chickens. For years, they have warred over control of the coop, and now it's time for a full showdown to determine the victorious party.
In Chicken War, you're going to compete against your opponent to recruit 9 matching chickens into your army. Each chicken in your army must have 2, and only 2, traits in common with your leader. Race to complete your army, but be careful not to give away the identity of your leader, because if you figure out another player's leader, you can launch an egg and wreck their army and eliminate them from the game. All's fair or foul in the Chicken War. To begin with, each player is dealt 10 tiles, 1 screen, and a leader token. There are 2 different ways to win the Chicken War. The first is by completing your army. Each chicken has 4 different traits: eyewear, weapon type, shirt color, and footwear. There are 3 different types of each trait: eyewear being sunglasses, a mask, or none, shirt color being red, blue, or green, weapon being a whisk, a frying pan, or a spatula, and footwear being sneakers, boots, or none. Now remember, we said how to win is you have to have all of your chickens in your army match your leader. So, for example, if this chicken here is my leader, up in the top left corner, number 62, and I have this chicken in my army, well, that would be a match because eyewear is the same, shirt color is the same, footwear is different, and weapon is different. However, if I had these 2 chickens, number 68 was my leader, this one over here, and number 60 was in my army, those would not be a match because although eyeglasses and weapon type are the same, so is footwear. So that would be too many matches. Remember, you need 2 traits and only 2 traits to win the game. The second way to win is by eliminating your opponents and being the last chicken standing. And we'll go over how to do that in just a little bit. So to begin with, each player can organize their chickens however they like behind their screen. Each player will want to secretly pick their chicken leader and then slip their leader token underneath. Then remove your screen to let your opponents know that you're done. So because Melissa and I can both see each other's chickens with the overhead camera, we're actually going to close our eyes and do this separately. So Melissa, why don't you go ahead and close your eyes and I'll pick my chicken leader. So I'm going to remove my screen. I'm going to show you guys who my chicken leader is. And then slip my leader token underneath. And I'm all done. And there's a little pic of the art of the screen. And then I'm going to close my eyes so Melissa can do the same. And she'll let me know when her chicken leader is picked.
Okay, ready?
Alrighty. So the person who has most recently eaten an egg goes first. That's going to be Melissa because I'm not a big fan of eggs. On your turn, there are 2 actions available and you can only take one of them every turn. So first, you can take the top tile of the deck or the top card of the discard pile and add that chicken to your army, discarding the chicken that you replace. Second, you can choose to wage chicken war by lobbing one of your 3 eggs at another army's leader. You'll take one of your eggs, place it on the chicken that you suspect is your opponent's leader, and then your opponent tells you whether or not you're correct. If you are, that player is eliminated from the game. In a 2-player game, that would mean you win. If you're not, then you lose 2 chickens from your yard. You'll discard those chickens, and that's known as having an incomplete army. There are 2 things that you cannot do when you have an incomplete army. You cannot win the game, and you cannot choose to lob an egg. On your turn, you have to select a tile and add it to your army until your army is complete again. Each player also has 3 special tiles that give you one of 2 special actions that you may perform after your regular action on your turn. The special actions that you can perform are Steal, which takes one of your opponent's chickens and adds it straight to your army, and Infiltrate, where you choose to swap one of your chickens with one of your opponent's chickens. Then, your opponent has to tell everyone one trait that their new chicken has in common with their leader, if any. You can only take 1 steal action and 2 infiltrate actions each game, and once you've taken those actions, you turn the tile over and you can't use it anymore. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Melissa's going to take the first turn, so I assume you're going to take a tile?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to take this tile. And I'm going to...
So as part of the strategy, you're going to want to pay attention to what tiles you're taking and what tiles you're getting rid of to try and narrow down what traits you're looking for.
Okay, and I'm going to infiltrate.
So she's going to take an infiltrate special action. So she'll take one of her chickens. She will replace one of my chickens. And then I have to tell her one trait that's in common with my leader of the one she replaces.
So...
Now remember, she's going to want to take one of the chickens that matches her leader. Has 2 traits that match her leader. So you can also learn a bit of information from your opponent infiltrating you.
I will see. So it's what it has in common with your leader. Okay. This chicken.
You going to take this one at the end?
Yep.
So you'll take that one. I'll put this one in, and then I'll tell you that that chicken has nothing in common with my leader.
Okay.
So now it's my turn. I'm going to choose to take the top tile. I'll go ahead and ditch that one and place that guy there. And then I'm also going to infiltrate. And I will choose to take this one. And I'm going to replace this one. And then you have have to tell me one thing that number 54 here has in common with your leader.
Has blue shirt.
Okay.
So on my turn, instead of taking my turn, I can lob an egg.
You can if you want to, yeah. You think you already know who my leader is?
I can guess. I mean, I narrowed it down to 2, I think. So I'm scared, but I think I'm gonna go with this guy.
That chicken is my leader. How did you do that?
Yes. Okay, I'll tell you how. So this is the chicken that has nothing in common with your chicken. Your leader, right? So this guy was there before. No, which one did you switch? I don't remember. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I think it's still. So these guys have boots. So it could be this one. So all 3 guys have boots.
Mm-hmm.
This guy doesn't have boots or anything else. So it could be him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's boots. It could be him, which is why I guessed him. This one had the same weapon, so did this one.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one eyes, and that one had the same weapon.
Yes,
so
that
it's
was
only
pretty
these
easy.
2, yeah. So just really lucky.
Yeah.
It's actually never happened before. I've never lobbed an egg or never won before this game. So
Yeah.
can you want to
so
guess
wins.
who mine is just for fun?
I
Just take a wild guess.
I'm gonna guess this guy.
As close as this one. The
I
reason
was-
why I picked him instead of him is because I could pick this one had the same eyeglasses and weapon, and then this one too. This one had eyeglasses and shoes. This one had eyes and shoes. And I think I took this one from you because of the shoes and the shirt.
Yep. So that was a quick version of the game, but that's the game. So now we're gonna take some questions.
So the only one we didn't get to show was steal, right?
Yep.
So steal 1 chicken. So when you steal that chicken, you just put them in a discard pile. They don't get to replace it, right?
Right. Right. I would just take a chicken from you, put it in my army, and discard the one.
So I don't get a replacement chicken. So
Right,
I'm
so-
down a chicken. So I couldn't lob it. So if the previous turn you had stolen my chicken, I couldn't lob.
Right.
I would had to have taken my turn to get a new chicken.
Right. Because you can't lob an egg when you have an incomplete army.
So that was why I decided to lob, because I was like, if I miss, I'll lose 2. So then I'll have to build back up and whatever. So.
And I was
Yeah.
thinking about stealing from you next turn because I knew that was narrowing it down quite too much, but. And so, thanks for watching.
I guess we could play another round if